Hello, welcome to Wimbledon. As you all know now, or you should know now, we're going off to do the Rust Bucket Rally this year. And as part of that, we're going to try and raise some money for various charities. Now, the charity that we're supporting is a charity called Ailsa's Aim. And I'm here today with the founders of Ailsa's Aim to have a chat with them about what they do and what we can do to help them as we go forward. So, good morning.
Good morning.
Indeed, it is.
So who am I talking to?
So I'm Sara. I'm the co-founder with my husband, Niven.
Okay.
And I'm Beth, and I am not only sister-in-law, but also kind of right-hand woman to everything that goes on here at Ailsa's Aim. Yep.
Go for it.
Everything.
My job
Head honcho.
Literally all-inclusive.
Absolutely.
Everything to do, yeah.
Fantastic. Okay, well, as usual, I've got questions written down, so we're going to go through the questions. And, what is Ailsa's Aim?
Do you want to go first?
Yeah, shall I go for it? So Ailsa's Aim, predominantly we provide support, signposting and essential care packs, a variety of different care packs to patients with cancer diagnosis or who have got a baby in neonatal intensive care units. We support hospitals up and down the country, providing all the different types of packs.
And radar keys as well is the latest thing that we've started to do. So do you know the public toilets that you can't get into?
Yep.
So we actually provide those radar keys free of charge to any cancer patient in the UK, and we post them direct to them. Okay. So that's kind of our new
initiative for
our new thing that we're doing as well.
How did the charity start?
I'll take this one.
Yeah.
So Ailsa's Aim, the idea for Ailsa's Aim started in 2019. I fell pregnant in 2018 with Ailsa. Okay. And after a very long conception, she was eventually conceived via IVF. We kind of thought that we'd got through the worst of it. The first 12 weeks of the pregnancy were not good. There was multiple miscarriage scares, gestational diabetes, and loads of things like that. And then they found what they thought was a cyst. At 32 weeks, the cyst just kept getting bigger. And at 32 weeks, I was taken into Kettering General and was told it wasn't a cyst, it wasn't looking good. It was ovarian cancer, or they thought it was ovarian cancer. And Ailsa was delivered via emergency C-section there and then. Ailsa was taken down to a special care baby unit in Kettering General, fabulous, fabulous people. Mm-hmm. And I was taken down to Charing Cross to go and get intensive chemotherapy. And it was then really, so Niven was kind of between the two. He was obviously wanted to be with Ailsa because she was, brand new baby. We really, really wanted her. And then I was fighting for my life down in Charing Cross.
So you were in separate hospitals?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
okay.
we were separate.
I'm just going to put in there that there is actually a video that I'll link in the description, which is the whole story of the pregnancy and all the problems that went with that, and also what the charity is about. So if you want a deeper look at that, then take a look at that video, which I'll link down in the description. So carry on, sorry.
No, that's fine. Then we kind of realised once we got through it, and I finished my chemo and Ailsa was fine, that there was a distinct lack of access to products. So most of Niven's time, if he was going to see Ailsa or he was coming to see me, was spent with me going, right, I don't have a phone charger, I don't have access to toothbrush and toothpaste, I feel really crappy because I'm in hospital, I've not had a shower. And we were like, actually, do you know what? We can do something to help. And I think that we can make a big difference. So, yeah, we're nearly 4. Ailsa's 5 now. She's at school. She's absolutely fine. I'm hopefully going to be 5 years clear in May.
Okay, that's fantastic.
So, yeah, I mean, it's such an amazing thing to come out of such a bad situation. And I genuinely think, especially the last couple of years, that we've started to make a huge difference.
So essentially, what you're doing is you're putting together all the things that you needed.
Absolutely.
When you were in hospital.
And all the stuff that comes back through feedback forms and through hospitals, they might ring me and go, "We don't have any socks," and we can get hold of those and we can supply them.
Usually, yes, I would imagine, is it? Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay. Do you work alongside other charities?
Yeah, so we work alongside some of the big charities. So the Macmillan Cancer Support, they funded some of our bags because they don't have funding to be able to do that for everyone. And Maggie's are probably the 2 biggest charities that we work alongside. But locally, we work alongside quite a lot of local cancer and neonatal charities.
Yeah.
Be that either supplying or, the radar keys, giving it to their patients. Beth has set up some charity networking that we do in Milton Keynes. So we get all of us charities together, have a massive brainstorming session, have some sandwiches, have some tea, and all get to know about each other. And I think it's through working so closely with so many small charities actually is making us stronger.
I think as well, also, it gives us that opportunity to support the people that we support in a better way, because sometimes our remit is a particular thing. We can refer on to other charities that might be able to help with counselling services or other types of support. So a big part of what we do also is kind of signpost people to the right areas so that they can continue getting the right support for their families.
Yeah, fantastic. So how much does it cost you for these care packages then?
So for each kind of individual care pack that we supply, we do quite a different range of care packs, but predominantly it's about £7.50 per pack, with all the products inside. But with the value of the products that are actually in there is probably closer to £50-60 worth of goods that the beneficiaries will receive. Things that will help them, water bottles, socks, phone chargers, all the things that Sara was saying. But for us, it's about £7.50. And that money is raised just through fundraising and different grant applications.
And events.
There's no government funding. So it is all through us.
It's hard work, isn't it?
Working our fingers.
And how do you distribute the packages? How do you get them to where they need to be?
We get out in our...
Beth does it.
We get out in the van. That's part of my gopher role, is literally we get the requests in from the hospitals and from patients directly, and then we'll package them up. We've got a lovely team of volunteers.
We have got a very, very strong team of volunteers.
They're brilliant.
But you say that you cover the whole country. So, for example, if you get one in Carlisle,
So our hospitals kind of go from, North Norfolk to sort of London, and they're the ones that we deal with all the time. Via our website, people can request boxes and bags and, vegan products and radar keys. They will be packaged and posted.
Okay.
So that's,
But otherwise, we're out and about in the van. And once we've finished with the rust bucket that obviously we're here to talk about, we're going to be using that as another secondary delivery vehicle.
Are you going to keep it liveried up?
Yeah. Absolutely, we love her already.
Yeah, fantastic. You've already kind of touched on this a little bit, but how do you raise your funds?
So the biggest thing that we've started doing is events. Events for us are probably the biggest income source. So things like I'm looking at a poster up there, our Nigel Benn night, we've got a John Barnes night coming up. We've got our Dragon Boat Festival in September.
That's a big initiative that we've just started launching. We also do an annual skydive and an annual abseil that people can get involved in.
Okay.
That we need to fill desperately.
Yeah, we've got places available.
So what's that one? Abseiling?
The abseiling's down the Express Lift Tower.
In Northampton.
Really?
In Northampton.
And when is that?
Fabulous view. Now you're asking, I should know these dates off the top of my head. I want to say the 14th of September.
That's right.
Yeah. You'll be doing that, won't you, Ben?
Yeah. Oh, perfect. Fabulous. We'll send you an email.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
We'll send you an email.
Yeah. Oh, excellent.
And it's brilliant. The abseil team are fabulous.
And is it the outside or the inside?
As long as the weather's good.
Outside.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
If it rains, you do it inside, which I think is slightly more frightening because it's dark, isn't it?
Yeah.
And you can't see it. Whereas the view from the top, obviously, is still terrifying.
At least when you fall, if you fall down the outside, you get a nice view on the way.
And you've got people to watch, haven't you? Do you know what? The camera crew over there be fine.
Yeah.
And I think it's the tallest freestanding permanent abseil in Europe.
In the world,
In the world, yeah.
Really?
So it's pretty big, 440 feet.
Wow,
So
okay.
You're in for a treat there.
Yeah. So how did you get involved with the Rust Bucket Rally then?
That was probably, but it was me. So I followed Rust Bucket Rally for years. I'm from Wellingborough originally.
Okay.
So it was kind of a local thing, and I was watching it and I was just like, this is fabulous. People going out there having a lovely time, and actually it does benefit the charities. And then it was a little bit of stalking of Carlos. And I sent him a few messages, and then, he was just like, let's get together, let's have a little chat, tell me what the charity does, and we'll take it from there. And we were lucky enough to be chosen for July.
Yeah, fantastic.
So being a really small charity, we thought, what can we do? And we're going to go along, aren't we? Take our own rust bucket.
And what is the Rust Bucket you've got?
So we have got a 20-year-old BMW that we've been donated.
Nice.
It was a non-starter. Still a few issues, I won't lie. But we love her. We love her already, don't we?
Constance, that's what we've named her.
Constance.
Nice. Yeah, you
that was
named them.
That was her name originally by her original owner, that's a good friend of mine. Yeah, and to be donated it's...
Yeah. We called ours Vauxhall because, one, she's a Vauxhall and we don't want her to put on the red light.
No.
There you go.
Ours has already got one of the red lights on.
It won't go off.
But,
It won't go off.
Well,
we're just ignoring that bit of tape, is what we've been told over the dash.
That works. It does work. I took mine for its MOT, sailed through it, 237,000 miles it's got.
Wow.
And then the next day, the airbag light came on.
No.
So yeah, that was quite lucky. Yeah.
Are you going to get fixed or are you just going to leave
No,
it?
I'm going to get it fixed.
Oh, okay.
I'm not going to put any tape over it. No, I will get it fixed because obviously you need your airbags.
Yeah.
You know, but,
Of course.
I made the mistake of testing our window button. I was like, well, we don't know what the weather's going to be like in the Alps in the summer. I might need to open a window. I went like that on the electric window and then it wouldn't come back up.
It's not a soft top.
I was like,
No.
Everyone's driving a soft top.
Do you know what? I think if we were going to pay for a car, we probably would have gone soft top.
Yeah.
But as it is...
Although with the window potentially permanently down, if we had
pretty
a
much a
soft top, it would have been
isn't
down
it?
anyways.
Is it up and running now?
It's up and running. The handbrake doesn't work particularly well, so we do need... it went through the MOT, but perhaps being in the Swiss Alps, we might need a handbrake.
Yes, yeah.
You know.
That'd be useful.
And then we need to go and get it wrapped. We're going to go get it wrapped. We've got some fabulous sponsorship by some amazing companies.
Nice.
Yeah, we're excited, aren't we?
What is the wrap? Just the Ailsa's aim artwork?
We're actually going to go tartan. So we've got Scottish
nice.
roots.
Yeah, okay.
My husband's Scottish.
Yeah, we're
Beth's brother.
Scottish family.
Okay.
Ailsa's name is Scottish, named
Okay.
after Ailsa Craig,
Okay.
the
Which
Scottish
is
Islands.
the shape
Yes,
of our logo.
Okay.
So we're going to go full on Scottish, green tartan.
Well, we were looking for tartan paint for ours, but we couldn't find it.
Could you not?
No.
And chicken lips.
Yeah. Oh, well, that sounds fantastic. And so you're looking forward to the rust bucket then?
Absolutely.
To actually do it.
Yeah, part of me's terrified.
Who's driving? Are you both driving?
Yeah,
We've got four of us.
Four of us, four ladies.
All in the same car?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, that's going to be fun, isn't it?
Oh, it'll be brilliant. I have got a little bit of anxiety in the fact that I actually can't be passenger in a car because I hyperventilate.
Okay.
So I've got hypnotherapy starting next week.
Wow.
Because I was like, do you know what? People jump out of planes all the time, and this is me putting myself in a situation where I'm not in control, and I don't like it.
Yeah.
But it just, the social bit, it's brilliant. Who doesn't want to get together for a beer?
Yeah, no, exactly.
Up a mountain.
Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah, exactly. I mean, we're looking forward to it, aren't we? We are looking forward to it. It's this is our first year.
Is it?
Yeah,
And you're July as well, aren't you?
We're doing July with you as well. And so with this is before. I know Carlos has now changed it slightly. With he's going to mix up who's supporting which charity, but it was going to be in the July.
Absolutely.
But I think we'll be supporting. All of our funding that we're going to be getting, all of our sponsorship is hopefully going to be
amazing. That's incredible.
That's how it's going to work.
Thank
you to everyone that's taken part, because I mean, really, this will be our single biggest fundraiser to date. This event.
Yeah,
so for us, this will literally allow us to support so many people for a big period of time
and raise so much awareness.
Yeah. Secondary.
Obviously, everyone thinks that the money is the biggest thing, but for a small charity that is named after my daughter, for all of these people to then be aware of what we're doing,
exactly.
That's mind blowing.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing, isn't it? Is getting your name out there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And knowing about it. I mean, I wouldn't know if I went into hospital or he went, or my wife went into hospital. I wouldn't know where to turn.
No.
I just wouldn't know where to turn. And like you say, it's about the.
Absolutely.
Yeah, fantastic. Right then, how can people help outside of this?
Do you want to take it, or do you want me to?
Well, we could both kind of work on it. I mean, essentially, getting involved in events and stuff like that when we've got things coming up, any businesses or things that want to get involved with sponsorship, there's always sponsorship opportunities. I think you touched on the Dragon Boat.
Yeah. The
Dragon Boat is something that's run every year, isn't it, in Northampton?
No, well it was run by the Rotary.
Okay.
And then COVID came along and it kind of changed everything, and a lot of the charities don't have the resources to be able to put such a big event on. And we were lucky enough, actually Niven's taken it on and he works full time. And he's taken it on himself and was like, actually, let's bring it back to Northampton. It does so well at Willen, but we've taken on exclusivity. So it is ours. It's an Ailsa and Zane event.
Okay.
There are no other charities involved. So hopefully it's all going to be gravy.
It might be small steps for the first year, might
Absolutely.
it? And then the second year it
Absolutely.
So it was being run by Rotary, but now Ailsa Zane.
Yeah, so now
fantastic.
we're working with a a dragon boat
events,
team.
yeah.
Okay.
And they do them all up and down the country.
Right. Okay.
So they're doing a lot of
people
legwork for us.
involved in it, actually in the boats.
Absolutely.
Oh, okay. Fantastic.
And then other than events, obviously we rely on help from volunteers and things to come and help us pack up bags, and eventually we'd like to get into more and more hospitals, help more people. So if we can have volunteer drivers or things like that, people that can give their time, or trustees or things like that, where people can get involved, all these
And when
kind
you
of
say about
things
people
help.
coming to help to box things up, are you saying here?
This is where we do all of our packaging.
So we're in Olney at the moment in
Absolutely.
Buckinghamshire.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Fantastic. What other events are planned? That was my next question, but I think we've pretty much
covered them, haven't we? John Barnes, Dragon Boat.
The abseil, the skydive.
Yeah.
We've got
skydiving.
I know, skydiving. I did it last year for the charity.
Really?
It was my first ever time.
Will you do it again?
And last?
It was my last ever time also. For some people, they get the bug, and amazing.
Of course.
Of the 6 or 8 people that were on the plane with me, all of the others said, wow, they want to do it again. For me, it just was a step too far. But, literally it was a step too far. But, there's
But
so
you've done
much.
it.
Exactly. You got bucket lists, you got things you want to do, then, there's always other things that people can bring to us if they're interested in raising money in a different way and want to do it for us, then that's another way people could get involved.
Wing walking. I really want someone to do wing walking.
Right. Okay.
That would be incredible.
Yeah. It's finding people who do.
This is
getting
it.
The people
This
who
is
organise
it.
that
Yeah.
and getting involved, isn't it? We should
Yeah.
speak to John. We've got a friend who's a pilot.
Oh, there you go.
Tie him to the outside. I mean, he works for one of the big cabins.
If he's the pilot, how are we tying him to the outside?
I'll
no,
fly it.
I'll stand on the outside of a plane.
Oh,
I've got
right,
no
that's it.
problems
Oh,
with that.
perfect. We'll hold you to that.
As long as I'm tied down well, yeah. And I trust John as well, because he's never crashed a plane yet.
No.
So,
It's got to be fine,
exactly.
isn't it?
Okay, where can people find you?
Also.
Well, you out and about. Use Olney. Anyone's welcome to come and visit us if they want to know what we do.
What about your social media presence? and
Yeah,
things like
just
that?
come down and see us. Social media, you're very, very active on, aren't you?
Yeah, we've got Facebook page, Instagram.
In particular, Facebook, I think, is probably...
predominantly. We're also on LinkedIn.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I'll get the links from you and I'll put all of those into the
Perfect.
description.
And the
video.
website,
The website
obviously.
The
as well,
website
yeah.
as well. Yeah.
The website's-
I actually looked at that yesterday because I hadn't done any research.
Oh, okay.
And I actually thought the story was completely different. And then when I read it, me and my wife were sitting there in tears looking at your story. So yeah, we were. It was.
We're all good. We're all good.
Yeah, no, exactly. I could see the positivity, and that's I think that is the thing that I take from meeting you today, and also from what I saw yesterday. Is from adversity has come a very positive.
Yeah,
Absolutely. And it was
story.
always going to be a life-changing thing. I gave up my career because I can no longer do it. I still have the after effects of chemo, and I'm not going to get any better from it. And actually, to do something like this is great for me mentally because I've constantly got something,
Yeah.
to keep me
focus on,
going. And I don't pay myself from it. It's something that I do as a volunteer because I love it. So yeah, and we're helping other people, which is the same as the Rust Bucket are doing. They're a great bunch. They're just doing it because they're nice people and they want to help other charities.
Yeah.
We're in exactly the same boat.
Fantastic. And pretty much all of the questions. Is there anything else that you'd like to add?
No, just to say thank you.
Thank
Look
you.
at us.
Yeah, exactly. The biggest thing for us is just massive thank you to the Rust Bucket team.
Absolutely.
For having us on as their
And for
charity.
you for coming down and videoing us. It all helps raise our profile, which is incredible. As I say, there's little 5-year-old Ailsa running around, and her name's literally on the side of everything that she sees. I mean, it must be surreal. So to make it bigger.
I did see the little bit in the video at the end yesterday where she said thank you for supporting my charity.
She actually says thank you for reporting my charity,
Really?
which gives me like a little bit of a heart palpitation. I'm
Well,
like,
I don't think you noticed that
don't say that.
after watching the whole thing. You don't really notice that.
That is the
again.
cutest bit. I do need to do some more videos of Ailsa in it.
fantastic.
She's a warrior. She's a whirlwind.
And then does she have any memories of what actually happened at the start of her life?
No, not really. I mean, she knows all about it.
Yeah.
There's several photos, because it was so hit and miss whether I was going to survive or not. We had quite a lot of portraits done. So there's a lot of photos of me, looking really ill with no hair. And to her, that's kind of the normality. I think, obviously, if it wasn't for Ailsa, I would never have been diagnosed, so I wouldn't be here. And I think that comes across in her personality quite a lot. She knows.
Yeah.
She knows.
She knows she's special.
She's a good girl.
She's amazing. Yeah.
She is a good girl.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks
so
for taking the
much.
time to talk to us, and hopefully we'll be able to raise, a good chunk of money to help you carry on doing the
Absolutely,
good work.
we
you're
need to
doing.
get on
Thank
ours.
you for that, and thank you to everyone, all the other Rust Bucketeers that are racing in our name.
Yeah.
And we can't wait to meet everyone.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no, we've met a fair few of them, and they all
Okay.
seem like a good bunch. Yeah, they all seem like a
Exciting.
good bunch, and
Brilliant.
I'm really looking forward to
me too.
to doing it. It's,
Absolutely.
it's a big thing,
Yes.
for I mean, that's the car I do my work in. I went to a customer's house the other day. He said, "Have you got wood on the side of your car?"
Yeah.
And I said, "Well, I just carry my materials with me now."
Perfect.
So yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
And I'll
Thank
just do a little
you.
outro, and we'll finish there. Thank you. very much.
Perfect.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank
So
you.
that's it then. These are the people behind Ailsa's Aim. These are the people that we'll be supporting when we do the Rust Bucket Challenge, Rust Bucket Rally. So yeah, keep watching the videos. We'll be doing more and more of these kind of things. We're going to be involved with Carlos talking to the other teams about what they're doing with their cars and what their dreams are, ideas are, all that kind of thing. But yeah, that's it for now. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you the next time I see you. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Cheers. Thank you very much.